Did you know that the food on your plate right now could either be sharpening your memory or quietly working against your brain without you even realizing it? Your brain is only about 2% of your total body weight, but it uses roughly 20% of the energy you consume every single day, which means what you eat doesn't just affect your waistline, it directly affects how clearly you think, how well you remember things, and even how you feel emotionally from one day to the next. If you've been struggling with brain fog, forgetfulness, trouble focusing, or you just want to protect your memory as you get older, today's video is exactly what you need. Hi, I'm Dr. Vilson, and on this channel, we talk about the health signals your body sends you that most people completely ignore. And today, we're covering 9 foods that science has repeatedly shown to support brain health, protect against cognitive decline, and even boost your mood. Stick around until the end, because food number 9 is one that most people completely overlook, even though research suggests it might be one of the most powerful brain foods of all. Welcome back to the channel where we break down your health in a way that actually makes sense, no confusing jargon, just real, practical information you can use starting today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now, because every week we cover exactly this kind of information to help you take control of your health. And if you're already part of this community, go ahead and tap that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more people who could use this information today. The first food on our list, and honestly, the single most researched brain food out there, is fatty fish. Things like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout. These fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically DHA, which actually makes up a significant portion of the fat found in your brain's gray matter. Your brain literally needs this fat to build and maintain healthy brain cells, and numerous studies have linked higher omega-3 intake to better memory, slower age-related cognitive decline, and even a reduced risk of conditions like Alzheimer's disease. If you're not a big seafood fan, don't worry, we'll talk about plant-based alternatives a little later in this video, but if you can incorporate fatty fish into your meals even 2 to 3 times a week, your brain will genuinely benefit from it. The second food is blueberries, and these small berries pack a surprisingly powerful punch. Blueberries are loaded with antioxidants called flavonoids, which have been shown in research to accumulate in areas of the brain associated with memory and learning. These compounds help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, 2 processes that are strongly linked to brain aging and cognitive decline. Some studies have even found that regular blueberry consumption can improve communication between brain cells, essentially helping your brain process and retain information more efficiently. They're easy to add to your morning oatmeal, blend into a smoothie, or just eat by the handful as a snack, making them one of the simplest brain foods to work into your daily routine. The third food is leafy green vegetables, things like spinach, kale, and broccoli. These vegetables are rich in nutrients like vitamin K, lutein, folate, and beta-carotene, all of which have been associated with slower rates of cognitive decline in long-term studies. One particularly interesting study followed older adults over several years and found that those who ate at least 1 serving of leafy greens daily had cognitive function that appeared notably younger than their actual age compared to those who rarely ate them. Leafy greens are also incredibly versatile. You can toss them into salads, blend them into smoothies where you genuinely can't taste them, or saute them as a simple side dish, making it easy to get this brain benefit without much extra effort. The fourth food is walnuts, which stand out among nuts because of their impressively high concentration of alpha-linolenic acid, a type of plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Beyond the omega-3s, walnuts are also rich in antioxidants and vitamin E, both of which help protect brain cells from oxidative damage that accumulates over time. Interestingly, walnuts even resemble a tiny brain in shape, which is just a fun coincidence, but the nutritional benefits are very real. Research has linked regular walnut consumption to improved cognitive test scores, and a small handful a day is generally enough to gain the benefit without overdoing it on calories. The fifth food is dark chocolate. And yes, you read that correctly. Dark chocolate, specifically varieties with a high cocoa content of 70% or more, contains flavonoids, caffeine, and antioxidants that have been shown to improve blood flow to the brain and support memory and mood. The key here is moderation and choosing genuinely dark chocolate rather than sugary milk chocolate, since the beneficial compounds are concentrated in the cocoa itself, not the added sugar. A small square or 2 a few times a week can be a genuinely enjoyable way to support your brain while also satisfying a sweet craving. The sixth food is turmeric. a spice that's been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine and has recently gained significant attention in modern research for its active compound, curcumin. Curcumin is a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant compound that has shown promising results in studies related to memory improvement and even mood regulation, since chronic inflammation in the brain has been linked to conditions like depression and cognitive decline. Adding turmeric to soups, curries, or even golden milk lattes is a simple way to work this brain-supporting spice into your regular diet, and pairing it with black pepper actually helps your body absorb the curcumin far more effectively. The seventh food is eggs, which are often underrated when it comes to brain health. Eggs are rich in a nutrient called choline, which your body uses to produce acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that plays a critical role in memory and mood regulation. Unfortunately, a large percentage of adults don't get enough choline in their regular diet without realizing it. Beyond choline, eggs also provide vitamins B6 and B12 along with folate, all of which help regulate levels of a compound called homocysteine, and elevated homocysteine levels have actually been linked to an increased risk of dementia and stroke in various studies. A couple of eggs a few times a week can be a simple, affordable way to support long-term brain function. The eighth food is pumpkin seeds, which are surprisingly rich in nutrients that specifically support brain health, including magnesium, iron, zinc, and copper. Zinc in particular plays a crucial role in nerve signaling, while magnesium is essential for learning and memory processes. Copper helps control nerve signals throughout your body, and even a small deficiency in these trace minerals has been associated with an increased risk of neurological conditions over time. A small handful of pumpkin seeds sprinkled on salads, yogurt, or eaten on their own as a snack is an easy way to give your brain this nutrient boost. And finally, the ninth and last food on today's list, the one I mentioned at the very beginning that most people completely overlook, is fermented foods, things like plain yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi. Recent research has increasingly pointed to a strong connection between gut health and brain health, often referred to as the gut-brain axis. Your gut produces a significant portion of your body's serotonin, a neurotransmitter closely tied to mood and mental clarity, and a healthy population of gut bacteria appears to play a meaningful role in reducing inflammation that can otherwise affect brain function. Fermented foods introduce beneficial probiotics into your gut, and emerging studies suggest this can translate into measurable improvements in mood, focus, and even stress resilience. It's one of the most overlooked categories of brain food simply because most people don't associate their gut with their brain at all, but the science increasingly says otherwise. Now, incorporating all 9 of these foods doesn't mean you need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start small, maybe add blueberries to your breakfast, swap your afternoon snack for a handful of walnuts or pumpkin seeds, or try including fatty fish twice a week instead of red meat. These small, consistent changes add up significantly over time, and combined with other healthy habits like staying hydrated, getting quality sleep, managing stress, and staying physically active, you're giving your brain the best possible foundation to stay sharp, focused, and resilient for years to come. If this video gave you some new ideas for your next grocery trip, drop a comment below and let me know which of these 9 foods you're already eating or which one you're excited to try. I read every single comment, and it genuinely helps me decide what to cover next. And if you found this helpful, please share it with someone who could use a little brain boost too, because this information could make a real difference in someone's daily life. Make sure you're subscribed here at Dr. Vilson so you never miss the next video, because we're going to keep breaking down practical, science-based health information one video at a time. Take care of your brain the same way you take care of the rest of your body, and I'll see you in the next one.